what they're in for. And, I don't know. What are we in for? We're in for Wrecked versus Tempo.
Let's go.
Still in warm-up right now. And I'm psyched for this because obviously Wrecked are a new team on the scene for Vail, but I believe they exist in other VR titles. Obviously picking up a huge pickup lately, Nadix.
I do have a feeling that they are going to be rather unstoppable, but we did just see Tempo 11-0 Potassium in the last match, so it'll be interesting to see if they can keep up with Wreck here.
Absolutely. It's certainly not a team I would count out. They are not... I mean, we've seen the track record. 11-0. They had great teamwork. They had great individual players. They had great chemistry. Wrecked, we haven't seen anything of yet. We don't know what they're capable of. We do know they have capable individual players, and we know they're a team
Absolutely.
That exist in other VR settings. So I feel like the
teamwork is going to be there on both sides for sure. So this might come down to who's the better shot.
Yes. But I'm a firm believer that team coordination in this is equal to
absolutely
equal to shot like that. Just being like to corner at the same time, knowing what you guys are in for at the same time. That kind of stuff matters. Anyway, too many words.
See how much it matters right now, right?
Round starting. Get ready.
Oh, I almost had the scoreboard up for it. You almost missed the action as we go into round one, pistols only, with Robo Electric Kitten team. Why am I not seeing anything?
Looks like we are starting with an A-take here.
Weirdly.
Full on, we got 3 going long.
Something weird with my setup right now, so trying to bring you the action.
Right,
Bear with me a second.
Jaffam takes out Cruxer right at Nadix. Nadix taking out Kate and Corwanky and Captain Bojangles, all 3 in long with Chillstick finishing it up on Lego for day. That was quite the dominant hold from Wreck. Again, we expect Nadix to have a huge impact here, but single-handedly taking out 3 of them in the long is a very good start for Wreck and a very concerning start for Tempo.
Bear with me a second while I try and figure out why we're not getting visual right now, but I will sort it out right away.
Can they hear me? All right, that's right. We are doing the play-by-play. Corwanky, I gotta get that right. He takes out Nadix right away. Right over on the B long here. All 5 players from Tempo pushing up. That smoke is not going to cover their cross from under, and they got Chill Step crouching coming back there. Dev still up, or Clef still up on the catwalk. So as Tempo is getting sight control. Chill Step does take out Captain though on that long cross. It took him a little bit to cross there, and now it's Lego, Corwanky, and Cake trying to take the sight, but they are getting flanked on the long side from Cruxer. Or sorry, that's it. Alright guys, we don't have a camera here, but we are working on that. Cruxer and Basil take the trade there. Jaffam pushing up on the catwalk to cover the site. He's going to be peeking out on Cake here, who is taking their time, trying to keep a hold down, but Clev takes out Cake. And that is the end of the round. That was a better round for Tempo, only leaving Clev and Jaffam up on Wrecked there, but still, Wrecked comes out on top.
Round starting.
Like this is going to be another round. Lego for Days is going to be covering the mid area with the rest of the 4 players on Tempo. Be long again. I think they're confident a little bit more getting that pick early on last round on Nadix. We got 2. We got Cake and Lego taking up catwalk mid, short B. With Nadix and Clev the only defense for the site. With Chill Step underpass. I would like to see these smokes have a little bit better coverage. Nadix gets a wonderful nade on Lego for Day in mid there. Cruxer trades out Nadix after Nadix got a kill on Captain Bojangles. Clev and Cake. Clev takes out Cake and Corwanky takes out Clev. Lots of good trades going on here. We do got 2 people left on Tempo with Jaffam, Basil, and Chillstep left on Wrecked. If they can get the artifact down. We got Basil coming up. He's about to peek from Cat, and Corwanky takes him out. That was quite the angle. Able to shoot him through the fabric there. Step pushing up on the ramp. with Japham also pushing on Cat, and that sandwich is too much for Corewinky to eat, and he gets taken out while Japham unscans. What is the correct terminology there for the scanner?
Disables the scan, I want to go with.
Disable. He interrupts the scanner. I guess it says the scan was interrupted, so that was the appropriate interruption there.
Sorry, still trying to struggle to get this to work right now. Not really sure what's going on. Trying my best, and I'm very sorry
Round
about these
starting.
guys because
Get ready.
I'm missing excellent plays.
I am trying to shout it out the best I can, though, so we will see what happens here. We got all of Tempo now going to the A site. We got 2 more, 3 going long, 2 in the main area. Basil is coming up through the underpass there. Cruxer is defending, holding him back a bit. Japham takes out Cake on the entry into long. Japham still holding that down. Basil takes out Cruxer now in main. Chillstep takes out Lego for Day and also gets traded out by Lego for Day. Well, Japham is still continuing his hold on the long side. Basil decides to clean up Captain as well, and that was another quick round in favor of Rec. 4 up.
Round starting.
Yeah, if you could hit a pause, that'd be great. Thank you.
Looks like Tempo is deciding to be a little bit more spread out this time, and I kind of like that. I think that they really need to poke at different areas on Rec here and see where they can open things up. But Nadix will take out Corewinky on long, and I think pretty soon here, when he notices no one else is there, they're going to get the call out to defend A site a little heavier. We got Cruxer and Captain just kind of waiting in mid. It looks like they're hoping for some aggression to come out from Rec. It just hasn't yet. Well, and the scary part about Rect here is that they're all very capable players, and I think they could probably get away with being really aggressive and a little bit more loose with their playstyle, but they're really not doing that. They're playing this incredibly competitively, and they're not leaving a lot of room for Tempo. Looks like A is still the objective here for Tempo, which might work because we got Japham kind of looking down at mid defending that spot, but once they start seeing action on the site, I feel like they need to get really aggressive to get that artifact down. Lego for Day kind of went through on his own there against 2 players. The coordination, I think, is just a little bit better on the Rec side right now, as it seems like Tempo is kind of getting taken out one by one when entering the site there.
Round starting.
These players all have so much experience in VR shooters in general, and like you said, the pickup of Nadix, who has been absolutely grinding this game out and is, I think, up there as one of the top players, will that just makes such a difference, especially this early on in the esports stage of Vail. Have confidence that they can do a good B take here. They were able to take out Nadix before. Lego for Days already has Cat, so that is one thing that I think Tempo can recognize, is they're being a little less aggressive on the mid areas, which will allow Tempo to take Cat more. And now Corewinky has Nadix. Absolutely, if Lego for Days can pick up this on Cat, but Chillstep getting Captain and Cruxer on the cross there, Clef taking out Lego for Day, they just crushed Tempo's dreams. Chillstep got another one on Corewinky, Clef Cake. That was a piece of cake round for them, pun intended. How's the camera going, Radar? Are we good?
Round starting. Get ready.
Hey guys, we're gonna cut into the intermission. We just That is right. Are we still live, Radar? Or are we on the intermission? We are still live, so I should probably still talk to you guys. What is up? Right. No, it's all right. I'm just Radar guys is still figuring out the camera situation here, but we have a pause, and we got all that's really going on right now is the teams are in spawn doing a little bit of gun flips. I would really hope that Tempo is using this time to maybe strategize a bit more. What I would like to see come out of this pause is maybe an opportunity for them to notice that the mid side on Rect is not as aggressive as it could be. They're not pushing up very hard and holding them off from getting that cat spot, and I think they really need to capitalize on that. So when they're going B long, I believe if they used a little bit more aggression and had a little bit more coverage, smoke coverage or utility coverage from that underpass, they could kind of cancel out chill step. And if they can get to the site and then take cat subsequently after that, they might have a chance. At least that's the openings that I've been seeing. It seems like A is pretty well locked down from Rec's point of view, and
Yep.
I think that site in general, again, I'm not the most experienced in Vail here, but the A site in general seems like a rather hard take when you're on the attacking side. I'm sure there's great ways to do it, but that would require mid control, and I think Tempo's going to have a hard time pushing into that area of mid against Rect when Chill Step is kind of holding it back there.
That's a good analysis of it. At the end of the day, the retakes are happening quickly, and the gunshots are all headshots, so it's Rect are really wrecking Tempo. The teamwork is working, but they still need to have a bit more momentum to take those sites.
Absolutely, and like I said, I mean, this pause could be a blessing for them. I'm really hoping that they come out of this and we see maybe a little different type of play coming out of Tempo.
Yep. Well, I'm going to cut us back to an intermission as I try and understand the ongoing. In fact, why don't I try this while we're still here? Will this do what I hope it won't? It does. I don't understand what it's doing. I take it they still can't hear me right now. I'm going to cut to intermission.
All right, guys, we are cutting to the intermission. We are live. I think. At what state are we live, Radar? What's the situation here?
That's a great question.
Visibility.
Let's find out as we go. When the transition happens, I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose audio and you're going to lose all audios. So I might have to go back to the scoreboard screen. But we're going to work from there anyway. Round number 7.
Keep talking.
Wrecked. Absolutely deposing Tempo right now. Tempo. I had a lot of faith in to begin with, but.
Tempo currently has 4 players. Is that right?
Someone may have on my behalf, unpausing it. I hope that I haven't screwed anything over for Tempo, or for indeed for Wrecked. Tempo, I'm hoping, use that time accordingly to get a measure of Wrecked. Understand? No. Understand what it is they're doing wrong. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to keep up the scoreboard view with a limited window, just because the audio isn't working, and for some reason the the OBS deck is corrupted at the moment, so hopefully they'll be
All right,
able to
we'll
get
work with what we got.
Hopefully they'll be able to get a score reset on that, because obviously only 7 members were in when it was unpaused.
Yeah, they got their 5th now.
Yep.
Izzy got back in.
Right, let's see how this goes now. Site A push coming in from Tempo.
Cool.
Can they
Yeah, just
stop
swing on A.
Rect's?
Still think this is an odd decision coming from Tempo to try to take A, but I would really love to see how they play this and how they get through it. Basil, again, coming in through the underpass to check out A main is going to disrupt them a bit. He's the only one pushing up long through these smokes, which I think that they need to do as a team. But Fizzy takes out Jab
Wow.
and Carwinky takes out Nadix.
This is what Tempo need. They've shut down the momentum. Can they get a scan going? Can they get the first point on the board? They need this desperately.
What a flip. All right, Basil takes out Lego for Day and Cake.
3
After
versus
Cake
1.
takes out Clip.
Captain Bojangles very capable of getting the scan in,
3-1.
but Corwinky needs to fall back. Or not. He needs to fold. Close it out for Tempo. I'm completely wrong.
That was an interesting round. It seemed like all within a matter of a couple of seconds, Tempo was able to take out 3 players on the Rec side, which just gave them everything that they needed to take over the
Round
site. And even
starting.
though that they didn't
Get
get
ready.
the scanner down, they were able to secure the round. Perfect. I ate my
now.
words there on saying they shouldn't be taking A, so they're gonna go for it again.
They've shut down that momentum of Rect. Will they be able to stage some kind of comeback? They are a long way behind right now. 6 points behind Rect. They can still do it. Have faith.
You can see the fast adjustment Rec already made, though. They do not have someone playing lower A main so that they can prioritize people covering the site. Chillstep getting Lego for Day
With a nade.
and
Yep.
then Cake with his M4. So is he taking out Jab?
Quickly into a 4 versus 2, and you look at the remaining members of Tempo. They have almost no health.
Oh,
Reinforcements have arrived.
V2 here.
Wow. Captain Bojangles lowers his weapon at exactly the wrong time. It gets cut down by Nadix.
A good round by Rec. I do like what I'm seeing now, though, from Tempo. I can definitely tell there's a little bit of a change. They seem a little bit more competitive
Round
right now, so
starting.
hopefully they can
Get
keep that
ready.
up. All right, we're going back to this is the same thing we saw them doing a few times before now, where they like to have Lego playing in mid. They might send another guy on the other side of mid to cover that, or not. They're going to have 4 go
Nadix
up B long.
identifies it, takes down Corwinky.
Nadix holding this down rather well with his utility as well.
The collapse happening already by Rect as Natix trades out. Lego on the long side gets taken down. Now it's a 2 versus 3 situation. Tempo can
2
still do
versus
this.
3. Yeah, both of them being long. I wonder if there would be any advantage here to them trying to switch sites, but it looks like they are going.
Wow.
Chillstep taking out Captain Bojangles. Fizzy, the
Clem.
only one in sight.
Round
Taken out by
loss.
Clem.
Popped that head. Just no opportunity there. Even as they came in, they had great smokes on the cross. And now we have the side swap. The beautiful side swap graphic.
I bet it's beautiful. I didn't get to
Round
see it there,
starting.
but I'm sure it was everything that I ever wanted.
It is and more.
And more. All right, I'm going to have to go back and see that. Cake is stuck in spawn right now. And is
Cake has
gone.
left the game, which puts... Oh dear.
That
This
it
puts
creates a very dire situation for Tempo here.
Tempo on 4-man. Now they are the defenders. It's a pistol-only round.
Cake is back in, but they lose him for this round.
Dreaded pistol-only round. I'm terrible at the pistols. Here we go. Lots of smokes. Look at this aggression coming out of Rect on the B side. 3 people all
Izzy
aiming.
has
Oh wow!
so
it's
many
like
people
seeing a
coming up on
tripod. There's just 3 of them attached to each other.
absolutely they do move in unison. It's actually quite beautiful to see. But Lego for Days kind of has. He can take out Basil here.
Chili gonna get a drop
Chillstep
shot
is
behind
gonna
him
get
though.
Oh, there we go. Lego.
Oh wow! Even though they were 4 to 5 down, Tempo almost
close.
held the line.
I feel like having that
Match
5th player
point.
could have made the swing for him.
They could have.
It's unfortunate.
Round starting. Get ready.
I think it's gonna be an A take on Rec's side.
Wow, Rect going all in on A right now. Let's see what Tempo can bring to the table. Rect 1 point away from taking the map, away from Tempo. Great spread from Tempo. Will the audio tip off that the rotate needs to happen? We can already see Fizzy falling back. The rotate's already happening.
Cake and Captain need to hold this here. Really, this is important for them to keep Nadix and Clev out of there. Oh, their trades did come in, though.
Cake on the back line between the Jaffam. Jaffam takes him down, though. It's 2-2 now with Rekt holding it, but now it's a 2 versus 1.
Lego needs to wait for his teammate. Corwinkle's going to be able to cross. Oh, now it's just Lego versus Chill Step. This is a tough matchup for Lego, but...
He's waiting to hear for the scan. He's waiting for it. Lego's playing this absolutely perfectly.
Beautiful.
Excellent play from Lego there as he waits for the audio. Again, the audio in this is so important. You don't just get a free scan. The audio of the scan gives away that it started. If you're a decent player or an amazing player like Lego, he waited in cover, waiting for that noise. The moment he heard the scan going out, he stepped out and fired, playing it exactly right. He knew exactly where the player was going to be because the audio of the scan can only be in one place, right next to the artifact. And bam, Lego for days.
Such an important round, and he kept his team in it. Lego's playing in the under area. Main. Basil's about to come take him on, though. And he gets taken out, but Cake does take out Jaffam over on B-Long. Lots of trades coming in.
Wow, Chill on the back line, making such a difference. Clev.
1v2 situation for Tempo to stay in this.
2 versus 1 now. Fizzy against 2 excellent Rekt players. The audio possibly going to give him away to Clev as he rounds.
The crossfire that Rekt has set up though here is perfect for the position Fizzy's trying to take.
And it's over. Fizzy had utility. He had to enter with it. Unfortunately,
right.
I guess under the pressure, he kind of forgot that the utility he had in his hand would be the weapon he needed to make.
I honestly think that was decently well fought by Tempo. I feel like there was a few rounds there they definitely could have came out with. Losing Cake on that pistol round probably hurt them quite a bit there.
Yeah,
but I do think they put up a fight. But I kind of as I was thinking, Rekt has a very solid, experienced team here, so they're gonna go a long way.
Absolutely, Rekt, but like, let's not count Tempo out. I mean, Tempo, new to the IVRL scene, they didn't have, you know, a known quantity like Nadix. Lego obviously leading the way for his team. I thought we saw an excellent, like, change in the tactics on the attack. If they'd been able to hold out that defense, their attacks were actually super, the defense was actually quite tight. Their attacks were failing them. Sorry, I take it back. It was their attacks that were holding them back, and obviously Rekt's defense was holding tight. But when they switched over, we saw a change in that momentum, and we actually saw Tempo come alive. And I really think
I agree.
Been able to... Go ahead, please.
Yeah, the adaptability on Tempo side seems to be there, so I do not see them being very far out from being a lot more competitive and being able to do a little bit more adjusting during the game to make sure they come out on top. I mean, their play against Potassium obviously seemed like quite the opposite. I mean, they were able to hold him off quite well, so I don't think Tempo is counted out whatsoever. A bit more cohesion there against some of the more put together teams, and they'll be right in it.
I mean, you couldn't tell Rekt were new to Vail, and who says they
Absolutely
are?
not.
They might have been grinding this out in scrims and stuff as well. So, you know, we saw absolutely tight plays from both teams. Just needed, like, that. You could just tell there was a slight gap, a disparity between the aim level and the aggression between the two levels, between the two teams. You saw Rekt kind of just dialing in those shots a bit quicker than we saw Tempo, which they'll come. They've still got time for the playoffs, still time for scrims, still time to tighten it up and be that team that makes it to the top 4 as we go to Qualifier 6. With 2 more qualifiers left on the road to the playoffs and ultimately the road to the Miami Major, where the top 4 teams in the world will get flown out to do battle live on stage. Woo!
I'm so excited for that. That sounds like such an exciting event. It's gonna be a beauty to watch.
I'm going to cut to intermission, try and sort out my casting issues, and search to see if there is a game available for us to jump in on and provide for you. While otherwise, we'll be waiting a little bit longer while we wait for the exhibition closeout. Stay tuned.
All right. Cheers, everybody. See you soon.